APC is bringing more, uh, you know, uh, witnesses to ensure that Obaseki's case is actually being judged and for him to be removed as the governor, because really they go about meeting everybody that they feel could actually make this case of certificate forgery really a reality, so that he can leave the seat and allow the candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, that is Ize Iyamu, to really take over. And you will not believe that they went ahead to bring forth a professor, another professor in University of Ibadan, to talk about to talk about Obaseki's certificate in the University of Ibadan. And really, well, we'll get to find out exactly what this professor said about Obaseki's certificate, because he said a lot of things. But really, has the certificate been proven right or wrong? Remember that some time ago, the University of Ibadan put out a public notice talking about Obaseki's certificate, that he actually graduated from the school. So now, is it that they are trying to tell us what he graduated with, or he did not graduate, or what? Because the school has actually brought it out that he graduated from the school, and that was how that case died down the other time. But I wonder why they are still bent on pushing this case forward and making it look like it was actually a forged certificate. Well, the court has a final say, but let us hear what the professor said about his certificate. Well, more details will come to you, but please, if you have not subscribed, please do, and also give this video a thumbs up, yes, and ensure you hit that notification bell beside the subscribe button, so you get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, let us get into the details of this, as it says that and the forgery case, an associate professor in the Department of Economics, University of Lagos, Emmanuel Balogun, on Wednesday appeared as a witness in the certificate forgery case of the All Progressive Congress (APC) instituted against Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State. Professor Balogun, who appeared as the third principal witness (PW3), told the court that he has never set his eyes on Obaseki's original certificate. He said he would therefore not comment on whether it was forged or not. The witness went ahead and tendered the original copy of his own degree certificate in agricultural economics, which was awarded to him on July 6, 1979 by the University of Ibadan. Justice Ahmed Mohammed admitted the certificate in evidence and marked it as Exhibit PL4. The witness said he was subpoenaed by the plaintiffs on December 23rd to produce the original copy of his degree certificate before the court. Meanwhile, shortly after the original certificate was admitted in evidence by the court, counsel to the plaintiff, Chief Akin Olujimi's son, applied to substitute it with the photocopy. He said, "My lord, in view of the nature of the certificate, which is very valuable and important, if any mark is mistakenly made on the certificate while it is in custody of the court, it becomes void, and the university does not issue replacements for certificates. That is why we have made photocopy of the certificate, which we humbly urge your lordship to substitute in record for the original certificate." Obaseki's lawyer, Mr. Ken Mosier, and that of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Mr. Razak Isenalome, opposed the request, insisting that they would make use of the exhibit in the course of the hearing. Meanwhile, under cross-examination, the PW3 told the court that he got admission into the University of Ibadan in 1975 through prelim. He said as at then, there were students that were also admitted through direct entry, adding that while those that entered through prelim spent 4 years, those that got into the school through direct entry spent only 3 years. He told the court that the admission process was always documented. University of Ibadan had admission office that dealt with issues that pertain to admission. I never worked in the admission office, he added. Professor Balogun said he got appointment in Unilag on September 1, 2006. I am an academic staff. I have never also worked in the admission office of University of Lagos. I will be surprised that somebody can get admission into the University of Ibadan as at then with only 3 O-level results or 2 A-level results with a minimum of 2 HSC papers. In 1975 was before JAMB was established, and each university had its own policy and criteria for admission, including the University of Ibadan. Even though the university had their preliminary exams, but the exams were structured in such a way that either you enter through O-level or through direct entry. Anybody with A-level did not have to sit for the preliminary exam, the witness added. Continuing, he said, I have never set my eyes on the original certificate of the first defendant, that is Godwin Obaseki, because I have not seen any of Governor Obaseki's original certificate. I am not in a position to make comments on any of them. As at 1976, there were different entry requirements for prelim and direct entry students, and admission requirement varied from one faculty to the other. The basic requirement for admission was 5 credits, including maths and English. But everyone coming in through direct entry must have made the 5 credits and then choose 2 subjects in HSC. Generally, a certificate is signed by the Vice Chancellor and the Registrar with a date on it. Generally, all certificates issued by the University of Ibadan are colored with a colored logo on it. The certificate is usually larger than the normal A4 papers. He said if any attempt is made to compress and photocopy a certificate in an A4 paper, some parts of the certificate would be left out and would no longer be a reflection of the original certificate. After the PW completed his evidence and was discharged by the court, the plaintiff produced a retired assistant superintendent of police and a forensic document examiner, Mr. Raphael Onwuzuligbo, as their next witness. Well, obviously, guys, you can see that everything that Obaseki actually said was true, because remember he said that some part of his certificate was sliced off while they tried to make a photocopy of a certificate in the form that was filled back then, that some of the important parts of the document actually got sliced off. And that is exactly what this witness that was supposed to stand against him actually said. So we're still expecting more from this case, because the case seemed not to be ending anytime soon. But we hope that the judgment really comes soon, and we hope that the governor and those involved would actually get a peace for themselves. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.